Welcome to the So Fancy YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about how to write with more than one color pen using the Cricut Maker. So I have already uploaded my design. This beautiful single line wreath is part of the February bundle, which includes, 166 cut files for your die cutting machine. That could be Cricut, Silhouette, Scan and Cut, Eclipse, any other die cutting machine that takes SVG files. And it also includes 31 total fonts. So if you would like to purchase the set that I use, please check out the link below. Keep in mind that the February bundle only runs till the end of the month, so you've got about 10 more days to go. It expires on February 29th this year, which because we're a leap year, yay. I'm not sure if that one day makes a difference, but hopefully it does for some of you. And if you would like to purchase this file as part of the February bundle, and this is actually a set of, I believe there's 6 or 7 of these single line designs. So single line, that means that, as you can see, these are very, very thin lines that were used to create this design. And what's nice about that is that you can use these designs with your sketch pens. You can use it with the foil quill. You can use it with the new glue quill or even the singe quill. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but we will hopefully have a tutorial using that soon. That's where you actually burn the design into wood veneer panels. But today we're just going to draw this design with our machine, but we're going to draw it in 4 different colors so you can see how to do that. Okay, so first what you want to do is open up your design, which I have here. I have changed the size of this. Make sure your size is locked. I have changed the size to 10 inches, just so we can see what we're working with here. Okay, so when you open up this design though in Cricut, all of the wreaths are on here, so you have to ungroup it and then just leave this, whichever wreath you would like to use first, leave that one on your canvas. Okay, so we have this one tulip one left, and I would like to do this in 4 colors. So I'm going to duplicate this so I have 4 layers exactly the same. So just hit the duplicate hit the duplicate button 3 times. Then you want to just select all of your designs and go to Align Center. Okay, so now, as you can see, my line type here, I have already switched over to draw. When it comes in, it actually is showing as cut, and that will show you all these filled in areas. I do not want it as cut, I want it as draw. So make sure all of them are selected and you choose draw as the line type. Okay, so we're going to first select the top layer, and this one I am going to change the color to my coordinating Cricut pen. I'm using Midnight, so I'm going to choose Midnight for this one. Then I'm going to come down to my second layer. If you want to see it as you're going along, just hide the first one. Okay, so now we're on the second one. Go up to the color for the drawing line, and let's change this one to, let's see, I have Jade. We're going to use Jade as another color. Okay, so you can see this layer is Jade. Let's close that. So we're back to this black one here. The third layer I'm going to change to Wine. I think you can see that. It's a really dark red. And let's shut the, or hide that for a moment. And then the last layer here, I'm going to change to Pink Crystal. So that is right here. Okay, so those are the 4 colors that I'm going to use. I mean, you can see them faintly here. This is the pink. If you turn this on, that's the wine. This one is the jade, and the top one is midnight. So we're going to start with the top one. Okay, so Cricut has an awesome tool. It is a feature. It is called the contour tool, and that is down here in the right-hand corner. So click on contour. And it is going to allow us to turn off different parts of this design so it's not going to be drawn. So first, let's put this in the window so we can see it. I just click right here automatically changes it to 100%. A little bit smaller, 75% if it's in the window. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is hide all contours. Click that, and you can see that it has left this one line here, which is exactly what I would like to keep as the midnight color. But I also want to select the other side. So you kind of just have to move your mouse over it until you see it light up. There it is. It is changing it on the design here below too. It's just hard to see because this window covers the design. So Cricut, if you're paying attention, allow us to move the contour window. That would be an awesome feature. Okay, so I also want to choose these little, just the inner part of each of these leaves, okay, the large leaves. And see how I was over here and it turned that one dark. So you kind of have to pay attention to what lights up. And let's select all of these one at a time. Again, it's like it knows that I'm going to select those. Okay, so those are the only parts of my design that I would like to have as black. So now close the window. You don't have to hit save or anything, just close it. And you can see from looking at this design that those parts that are black are what will be colored in as black. But we need to do this to each layer to tell the pens which part we would like in which color. So the easiest thing to do now is to go to the next layer, which is the jade, and go down to contour again. Again, let's click on that 270%, bring it down to 75%, click on hide all contours. And again, it's going to show, it automatically has to show one part of the image, so it leaves that one line. We're going to turn that off in a moment. But first we need to go and select all of the other parts of the design that we would like to have as the jade color, which is, I would like the outside of each of these leaves. And I'm actually going to do the stems too. So I'm going to choose every stem. If you can't see it, if you select something wrong, you just click it again. No big deal. But if you can't see it, maybe I do need to zoom in a little bit here so we can pay attention to what we're doing. Okay, so on this leaf, it keeps wanting to select the inner part, but I want the outer part. So let's continue here on the stems. And if it will let me choose, it will not let me choose that leaf. So let's zoom in more and more here. Sometimes we do run into technical difficulties. You just keep going. No big deal. Okay, so those ones so far, I am having a little bit harder of a time selecting those larger. Oh, there's that one. It seems like when I get close to it, I can do it, but some parts of it I cannot select. So we will come back. Don't worry. We'll just zoom in more until we get what we want, right? Okay. So as I select all of these fine little pieces, you will see that they all darken. Okay. Now, if you mess up, you want to start over. That does happen, you know, to all of us. You can just click show all contours and it'll bring everything back, and then you can turn it all off again, whatever you like to do. But I want to make sure that I am not selecting pieces that I do not want. And this thing is very finicky sometimes. Let's zoom in and see if we can get this leaf. This one leaf in the design I cannot grab. Okay, so we do not want that line. We just want the stems, because that long line all around our design is going to be in the midnight color. This is going to be the jade, which is the light green. So you can use whatever colors you want. Now, today we're going to use the Cricut pens, but in the future, we will be doing a tutorial on using adapters so that you can use different pens and markers with the Cricut machine. Okay, so a little bit tedious of a job here, but I promise you this is really cool when you get the hang of doing this work. Okay, so a few of these, oh, there we go. There's that one. I just can't seem to get this one here. Oh, I just saw it. There it is. Wow, that is way off there. Cricut, you need to work on the ability for us to grab some of these designs without having to play hide and seek here. Okay, so let's just move over here a little bit and see if I can get this one. Oh, I saw it. You just have to find the sweet spot for it. Okay, so there's that one. Let's just see how we're going to get this one. I'm sure if we move our mouse around here somewhere. Boy, it's very finicky. Okay, so I cannot grab those two. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put this back in the window so I can see the ones I'm missing. Okay, so I'm missing this one here on the outside and the same on the other side. So what I may do is I may change that color to the black and just let those two be a different color, or we'll come back. Okay, so we're done with the jade. So let's close that window for right now. And as you can see, those are all the jade ones. Now see, this has turned it red, so we may keep those ones red. All right, let's go to the wine color, which I'm referring to as red. Click on the contour for that as well. Again, zoom that out, hide all the contours. It's going to leave this one, but for the wine color, I just want to do the tulips. So let's choose all the tulip pieces. So just so you understand, what we're doing here is we are just choosing which parts of the design we would like to be drawn in separate colors, because I have told it what colors I would like to use. There are specific pens that are already set up in the drawing function, and I've chosen the small fine point Cricut colors to differentiate between layers. Okay, so I apologize, this takes a very long time to do all this, but I really wanted to show you that you can pretty much customize anything that you're working on. I still can't select that one, so we're going to just leave it that way and see what happens. Okay, so now we have one final color, which is the pink crystal. So let's go to contour that, and again, turn it all off, or change it to 100%, hide all the contours. We want to, this time I want to choose all these little berries, so that might take a moment here. Bear with me. Oh. If you select something by accident, you just unclick it. It's really not a big deal. Make sure we turn off this black line here. Okay, there we go. No rhyme or reason here to how I'm doing this. Just jumping all over the place. Okay, so select all the berries. That will change all of the berries to be drawn in only the pink crystal color, or whichever color you designate. I mean, you can choose And when you're using a design like this, the single line, there are a lot of different pieces that you can choose and change. The contour tool, though, works with every SVG file. So you can pretty much do this with any design. It really allows you to customize whatever you're working on. So you could tell it to just cut certain parts of an image and it just works beautifully. Okay, so now we're still missing these outer leaves here. So I am going to try to go back into this jade one and try to select those again. Let's see if it will let me in any way or form here. If I zoom in as much as I possibly can. No, I don't want that color. I want the outer part. No, it is not allowing me to grab that. I am not exactly sure why. That's just a small glitch, I would assume. But if I do, let's see, if I go to what I could do is I could do it the opposite way. So I could go back into the jade and choose to contour everything with the jade this time. So instead, okay, watch this. We're going to hide it all again like we never did it. And then we're going to show it all. And then we're going to take pieces away instead. So the opposite way of doing this is by choosing to show all contours and then hide them all. So that's one workaround. But I'm not sure why it's not working. So that can be frustrating, right? I mean, when it doesn't do exactly what you want to do and it's supposed to. Okay, so you have to unchoose everything now. So I'm sorry we're doing this backwards. I'm taking up a lot of your time here to just show you this simple thing. But sometimes, working at something a little bit longer, I don't know, it helps you appreciate your final product maybe a little bit better. Okay, so I'm turning off the middle parts, turning off the flowers, turning off the berries. You can also, I guess we could also choose it from over here. So we didn't have to, so you can see what's not chosen is the grade part. All right, we want the leaves. I'm pretty sure we want those. That turns off that one. Let's go to 75%. We'll do it this way. And we will remove all of the inner. I'm trying to see what, oh, there it is right there. Okay. I'm pretty sure that we do not need any of these little squiggles. We only need the straight lines, which are the stems. And some of these little parts of the tulips. Let's see. We don't need this one. Okay, so all right, here we gotta get rid of the bottom ones. Very finicky today. All right, we don't need any of these berries. Okay, so yes, I did pick a pretty complicated design to show you this first technique, but I promise if you can conquer doing this and using the contour tool, you will enjoy using Design Space immensely because it really does make a big difference when you can change things and cut things and customize it to the way you'd like. Okay, so now, as you can see, this is how it will be drawn. So the black parts are all there. The green outer leaves and stems, the tulips are all pink, and the berries are all the pink crystal color. Okay, So let's select all of it now that it's all ready. I have it at 10 inches, but what I think I'm going to do is I don't need a 10-inch one, so I'm going to change this to 6-inch. So make sure it's all selected, then choose 6. It will resize all of them together. All right, now the number one thing that you want to do is you want to select again. You can select them over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, by holding down the shift key at the same time. Or you can come over here and just put a box around it. It selects all of them. And you want to click on the button down here that says attach. Most important part. So click attach. It will say the design is attached. You can still go back and change things. It's not welded. It's not permanent. It's not flattened. Everything is all set. Now I want to click make it. Okay, so the machine is going to set this up on your mat so that you can see exactly what it looks like. Now, it doesn't tell you anything here about the pen, so don't panic. That is on the next screen. So make sure this is correct. If you would like to add more of these, you can add project copies up here in the corner. Say you want to do this 4 times and hit apply, and it's going to put it on 4 separate mats because even though I size it to 6 inches wide, tall it is over the edge of 6 inches, so it would put them all on separate mats. If you change this to like 4 inches, then it would put them all in one. Okay, but I only need one, so let's go back and click apply. And now let's click continue and wait for it to connect to my Maker machine. And from there, I will show you how to change out the pens and what happens when we change colors. So let's just give it one moment here. It's setting the material. I'm using a sticker paper. Okay, so the first one that it would like to load into the pen, into clamp A, is the pink crystal pen. Okay, so I'm going to show you how that's done, and then we will come back to do the next color. Okay, so we are ready to load our pink crystal Cricut pen into clamp A. Make sure this is open. Let's just put the pen in and see there's like a little tiny triangle here. You want to just push this down and make sure it's in there tight. Close the clamp. Let's load our mat. And then let's get ready to go here. So as you can see, it is only drawing the pink crystal color into the places that we designated with the contour tool. So in this case, it is just the berries that go around this entire wreath. Crystal pink color is done. The machine is telling me to change the tool, so it would like me to load the midnight color into clamp A. So let's go do that. Same process. Pen into clamp A, push it down so it clicks, close it, and hit the little Cricut button. Load the wine colored pen into clamp A. Okay, so now we're going to load in the wine colored pen. Let's put that right into clamp A. Turn that on. Now this color is filling in all of the tulips. So boy, they really look pretty in this color. Remove the wine colored pen from clamp A and replace it with the jade. Okay, so now it's time to replace the wine colored pen. Let's remove that, put the cap on it. And now we're going to use the jade color. So insert jade, close that up, hit the little Cricut, and off we go. So The last color is Jade, and this color is used for the stems and the outer part of the leaves. Okay, so now our design is finished writing. We're going to remove the mat. And I just want to show you how this looks. Oh my goodness, it is so pretty. I can just see using this to create cards or invitations. You just need to be sure that you use a single line drawing in order to do this. So if you are using something that's not a single line weight, it basically just draws the outline of the entire shape or text. But as I said before, you can find these wreaths. There are like 7 of them in the February bundle on So Fancy, and the link is below. And thank you guys for being patient with me as I troubleshoot a little bit with the contour tool there. But I hope you learned something, and we will be back again soon with another tutorial. All right, be sure to follow us and also check us out on Facebook. I'll put all the details at the bottom. All right, thanks guys. Have a great day.